Nagas without borders, Nagas beyond artificial boundaries. We are gathered here today under the solemn glow of candlelight, not merely to mourn the loss of 6 innocent Naga lives, but to stand united in grief and in solidarity in our collective demand for justice. Our 6 precious brothers, namely Reverend Dr. Manu Thiumai, Pastor Kendibo, Brother Pengron Wibo Thiumai, Brother Dilip Thiumai, Brother Kaliwongbo Abonmai, and Brother Tengri Lungbo. These 6 innocent Naga brothers, today they have paid their lives for our cause. The Naga Students Federation bows our head in profound sorrow before the memory of our 6 Naga brothers from Konsakul village, whose lives were cruelly taken by being abducted, tortured, murdered, and whose mortal remains were subjected to inhuman mutilation and desecration. No words can adequately capture the anguish, horror, and pain that have engulfed their family members and the entire Naga people. Today, as we light these candles, we are reminded that every flickering flame was a son, a brother, a husband, a father, a friend, a human being whose life was brutally extinguished in an act of unimaginable barbarity because of them being identified as Nagas. The Federation unequivocally condemns the Kuki narco Sioux militants responsible for this heinous atrocity. The torture, execution, and desecration of the bodies of innocent civilians cannot be described as anything less than an act of savagery against humanity itself. Such acts expose the dangerous culture of the impunity that's flourished under the guise of the armed conflict and political accommodation. How long will our innocent lives continue to be sacrificed while the armed groups operating under the suspension of operation framework continue to enjoy the protection and privileges of the government arrangement? How long will the blood of the innocent civilians be ignored while perpetrators move freely without fear and accountability? The government of India must answer for its continuous failure to dismantle the machinery of violence of the so-called Kuki terrorists under the suspension of operation. Despite of the thousands presence of security personnel, 6 innocent Naga men were abducted, tortured over an extended period, murdered, and their bodies dismembered with utter contempt for human dignity. We also urge the government of Manipur to stand up and protect your citizens as it has taken the oath to protect its native citizens and not to protect the illegal immigrants. The people deserve an answer. The Nagas deserve an answer. Today we stand shoulder to shoulder with the grieving families of the 6 martyrs. We want them to know that their pain is our pain, their tears are our tears, and their quest for justice is our collective rights. The entire Naga nation stands with them in this hour of darkness. We also extend our unwavering solidarity to the people of Kansakul village, which was attacked this very morning, and to every Naga family affected by the violence and instability that continue to plague our ancestral Naga homeland. Your suffering shall not be forgotten, and the sacrifices of your loved ones shall never be erased from our collective memory. At this critical moment, the Federation appeals to all the Nagas to remain united. Our history has taught us that whenever our people are confronted with adversity, our greatest strength has always been our unity. Let not this strategy divide us. Let us instead strengthen our resolve to stand together as one people, irrespective of tribe or political affiliation. The enemies of justice seek to instill fear. They seek to fracture our solidarity. They seek to silence our voices. We must deny them that victory by any and all costs. The Naga people demands that immediate arrest and prosecution of the individual involved in the abduction, torture, murder, and desecration of the 6 Naga victims. As we stand here holding our candles, let us remember that these flames represent more than a mourning. They represent the truth in the face of deception, justice in the face of impunity, and hope in the face of despair. May the souls of our departed brothers rest in eternal peace. May justice prevail. May the Naga people remain united. And I feel once again that Nagas, oh Nagas, let us rise. Let us rise. Let the hills echo our unity. And let our unity, marching together, let it tremble the very grounds, the ancestral land that God has promised us. Kukalim.